Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Peter. Today I am filming a what I eat in a day video.
Come ye needy, come and welcome God's free bounty.
A Trim Healthy Mama version. I have started Trim Healthy Mama again. I have done it several times in the past. And I have about 7 kilos to go to lose like the last of my pregnancy weight from baby number 6. Right now it is morning tea time, and this is a really busy time of the day because it's when I'm normally doing the schoolwork with the kids. So I've just popped into the kitchen to make myself a snack really quick. Today I am having a E day where I eat all E, which stands for energizing meals, which are centered on carbs instead of fat being the main thing in the meal. But you also need a little bit of fat with your meal. So I've got some cut up apple, just a small apple with 1 teaspoon of almond butter, and that is going to be my morning tea snack. Okay guys, so this is what I'm having for breakfast this morning. I've got my Trim Healthy Mama pancakes, and I've put half a banana on top and some cinnamon and just a little bit of maple syrup. So yeah, they've turned out really good and I can't wait to eat these. Okay. It is now lunchtime and it's a busy time of the day. The children have made themselves, and well, I helped them, some sandwiches, and they've already eaten. And we also had some leftovers that some people ate. And I'm having some leftover stir fry from last night. Now, I wasn't really thinking about Trim Healthy Mama much when I made this, but you've got cedar. Oh my goodness. If I was to make this again, I would probably use brown rice noodles, and I would use chicken breast instead of the thigh meat all mixed up. And then I would have also used a sauce that didn't contain any sugar. It was sweetened with stevia, which I have found before. So I would have done that. Yeah, so then it would be a perfect E meal. But yeah, I'm going to call it E because it has rice noodles. Yeah, and I'm just going to put some of this lettuce that I've cut up on the side, and some of these tomatoes. And I also brought this sauerkraut the other day too, and I would love to make my own sauerkraut. My mum does, but I just do not have time in this period of my life, so I am going to use some store-bought sauerkraut. It's the good stuff. It's from the fridge, so it's got some live healthy probiotics in it. So I'm going to have some of that with this as well. I'm trying to do this with one hand. So yeah, this is my lunch. Sounds like Cedar just woke up, so I'm going to grab him some lunch too. Okay, it is afternoon tea time almost, and I decided that I'm going to make one of the cakes from the book, the Bust a Myth banana cake. I think the myth was that in the first book it says that you can't eat bananas on this plan, though my understanding was that bananas were pretty fattening for adults because of their high natural sugar content, and you shouldn't eat more than half a banana in one sitting. So this is saying that you can still have bananas, you just have them in moderation. So I decided I'm gonna make this Bust a Myth banana cake. I've never made it before. Yes, I have gotten changed. The first half of this video was actually filmed with me wearing the same t-shirt that I actually slept in last night. And I couldn't get changed because Cedar was asleep in my bedroom where all my clothes were, and he had a huge morning sleep. Anyway, I have gotten dressed at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That is real life. This is real life, people. I am a real person, and that kind of thing happens around here when you are a busy mom, homeschooling, doing all the things. And this is my ingredients. So here's a little pic of the Bust a Myth banana cake. And in this recipe, it needs 2 bananas, a whole heap of rolled oats, which you whiz up some to make flour with it, and then you put whole rolled oats in too. Baking powder, almond milk. Actually, it doesn't have almond milk in it. It calls for Greek yogurt. I eat dairy free, so I'm going to use almond milk in replacement of the Greek yogurt. Egg whites, because this is obviously, we're doing E meals today, which are low in fat, high protein, and higher in good carbs, healthy carbs. So I'm going to separate some eggs and get some egg whites. I don't use that egg whites that come from a carton. I don't know, I just can't bring myself to use that. So anyway, egg whites, so I've got some stevia. It says that it needs gentle sweet, but I don't have that, so I might just put in a few more rolled oats and just sweeten it with stevia. Got some vanilla and some salt and baking soda. So yeah, let's get cooking. Okay, here is the batter to the bust a myth banana cake. It's very oaty and banana-y, and it smells good. So that's gonna go in the oven now for 40 minutes. Oh, I have to wait 40 minutes to eat this. That's gonna be hard. I think I will do washing though. I definitely won't run out of things to do. Now, it only took 30 minutes instead of 40 minutes. Yeah, it's definitely done. It smells really good. So I might have a cup of tea now and have a piece of this for my afternoon tea. I also went to my parents' house and they had these plums sitting on the kitchen table from their tree, so I probably will eat this too. So here is my slice of Bust a Myth banana cake. So it didn't really rise very much, but it could be the size pan that I used. I probably used the pan that's too big. Maybe you're supposed to use a bit smaller one, I'm not sure. And I'm gonna have a rooibos and vanilla tea. And I tried some a minute ago and yeah, I like it. It's definitely not that sweet, but I actually really don't mind it. And it's definitely gonna be filling too. So this is a good pick-me-up afternoon tea for sure. Okay, for tea tonight I am doing some basa fish here on the griddle. So I generally just put those on, and then I've also got some fresh carrots that are from my mum's garden in here, and then some frozen corn in the steamer. And yeah, in the oven I've got 2 trays of vegetables. We've got potatoes and sweet potatoes, and also some red onions. And I've also cut up this plate of veggie sticks, which we'll all just sort of munch at. We've got some green capsicum and cucumber, and it's really hot today, so this will be great. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like when it's all ready. Okay, so this is what our tea is looking like. I'm really excited about eating this. I've got everyone else's all served up. This is my plate. So I don't have any white potato because white potato is off plan at the moment, and I've got my white basa fish, I've got my roasted red onion and my roasted sweet potato, and then I've got my steamed carrots and corn, and I've got some capsicum and cucumber sticks and some lemon, and I'm really excited about eating this. It looks delicious. Okay, it's a bit more later on in the day now, and I am sitting outside. We have just finished our family devotions and all the kids are in bed reading. They're allowed to read for a while before they go to sleep. And baby Cedar, I just put him to bed. That is nice, and he's nice and sleepy, so he's gone to sleep. And I am having some fruit. So I just made up a little bowl of watermelon and frozen mango and a little blob of almond butter. So I'm going to eat that now. It was interesting doing a whole day of just energizing meals because okay, so a bit of backstory. I first began Trim Healthy Mama. I mean, you could call it a diet, you could call it a lifestyle, call it what you like, but I guess it's a way of eating and kind of like a lifestyle. So I first began Trim Healthy Mama back in 2012 when the first book very first came out, and I had my children. I had 3 little kids under the age of 3 back then, and when I started it I'd also just gone gluten-free because I realized I was intolerant and also dairy-free. So I went on Trim Healthy Mama and gluten-free and dairy-free all at the same time. And it was a crazy time in my life of learning about food, and we made so many changes to our diet, and I lost so much weight within a couple of months that I was skinnier even than I was in high school. I went from a size 12 down to a size 8, and it was amazing. And so after I had each of my babies, I always gain a lot of weight when I'm pregnant, and then after I had all my babies, my 4th baby and after my 5th baby, I used Trim Healthy Mama to help me lose the baby weight, and it works. When I follow this program exactly, it always works. So yeah, so if I follow the program in a more relaxed way, I still lose weight, but really, really slowly. But if I go full on, I'm doing this, I'm following all the rules, I'm not cheating, I'm not eating any crossover meals. If I do that, I will lose weight quicker. So anyway, so far after this pregnancy, after having my 6th baby, I've lost about 12 kilos so far by just sort of doing my own thing, being mindful of what I'm eating. I still eat gluten and dairy free just by being healthy, and I do exercise every single day except Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes I might go for a bit of a walk, but I generally don't exercise on the weekend, and on the weekdays I will do, I go for running, I go bike riding, or I do walking, and sometimes if I remember I do some weights. Yeah, so I do that as well. And anyway, I've lost 12 kilos and then I've just sort of sat at the same weight for probably about 3 months. It was like before Christmas or so, about 7 kilos to go, and if I know that I have some weight that I need to lose, I just will not stop trying until I get there. Like, I'm just full on. I will just keep going, even if it just stalls, even if my weight sort of plateaus and I'm not losing anything, I will just keep going until it's all gone. I just love fitting back into all my old clothes again, and I love the way I feel when I am the size that I am before I get pregnant. I feel so energetic and I feel good in my clothes, and I just really like it. So yeah, I just keep going until I get there. Sometimes it takes me quite a while. Sometimes it takes like over a year to fully lose the weight. So that's a little bit of a backstory of where I'm at now. I am rereading the old book. So I've got there's like a few new books and a few new cookbooks. I've got all the books, but I've been rereading the old book and trying out a whole heap of recipes from the old book. And there's so much good stuff in there that I haven't even tried yet. And so I'm excited about trying all these new for me recipes. And it's amazing when you reread something that you haven't read for several years. Something I realized when I reread it is that it says that you can go all day doing the S meals, or you can go all day doing the E meals, and if you do it that way, you'll lose weight quicker. And I didn't pick that up before. Whereas it's what I used to do is what they call freestyling. I'll do the S, like the satisfying meals, for I'll just chop and change. I'll do the S meal for breakfast, and then the E meal for morning tea, the S meal for lunch, and then an E meal, and then I might have an E meal for dinner, and then I might have an S meal for supper because I feel like chocolate and I have a bit of dark chocolate. And I go back and forth between the two different fueled meals. And I never actually tried just going a whole day of all S meals or a whole day of all E meals. For those of you that aren't familiar with the Trim Healthy Mama books, the E meals every meal is centered on protein, and you can either have an E meal which is higher in carbohydrates, healthy carbohydrates like beans, brown rice, sweet potato, like lentils, and then lower in fats, like no more than 1 teaspoon of fat. So this is an E meal because it contains all carbohydrates, which is the fruit, and it has a teaspoon of almond butter, which is fat. So, and then the S meals are for satisfying, and they're my favorite. They are higher in fat, think like crispy skinned salmon and avocado, maybe like dark chocolate, like coconut oil, eggs, like egg yolks. They're all like high in fat and or like, you know, like chicken thighs with the skin on. So they're high in fat and then they're lower in carbs. So which is kind of like keto, I guess. I think keto is low carb. So I guess the S meals are kind of like keto meals. Not that I know very much about the keto diet, but I think it's mostly low carb like that. I'm not really familiar with the keto diet. Yes, so that's just a little thing of the 2 different meal styles. I never tried going like a whole day with just doing the one type of meal style. So it's going to be interesting to see like the results of that and to see how I go. Yeah, I think it's really important to have a good relationship with food and to just eat because you enjoy it and it makes you feel healthy. And these days I eat foods that make me feel good, make me feel energetic and don't make me feel all like just sluggish and slow and tired. And I really like to eat food that makes me feel healthy and energetic. And yeah, I'm sitting here in the grass bare feet, and have a look at this. Isn't this beautiful? There's the quince trees and there's a few sulphur-crested cockatoos down there that have come to visit. We don't normally get sulphur-crested cockatoos here, so that's interesting. I've got my Bible and my notebook and my devotions, and I'm about to do that anyway. My frozen mango is just about melted, so thank you so much for watching. Please chat with me in the comments, say hi, and let me know if you've done Trim Healthy Mama in the past or if you have lost weight before. I am thinking about becoming a weight loss coach. That is just something that I wasn't going to share, but I don't know. Let me know if you think you would need some help with losing weight. Maybe I can help you in some way. I've lost weight many times before, and I know lots of different tips and tricks and things to try. So if you need help in any way, let me know. Yeah, chat with me in the comments, and please subscribe and share my video, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye.